Everything he's done is clean as a whistle. He's never not only broken any law, he's never done anything wrong.
He's never even broken a law. Not only that, he's never done anything wrong. What are you going to call a gay?
The perfect father, the perfect husband, the perfect American.
Right.
And all they do is trash the guy. And it's impossible for me to believe they would have said the same thing about a Walter Mondale or a Jimmy Carter or Bill Clinton. There's an ethnic piece to this.
There's an ethnic piece to it.
It seems to be the only piece, because that's all he ever talks about, being Chris Matthews.
Sure is.
The only thing he ever says is how racist white Republicans are. It's about 80% of his show.
I think it's 100%. Yeah. Based on what we heard late last week.
But, Jonathan Alder, this stuff, it just gets out. It trickles out every couple of weeks. There's another one. Yep. Trump says the president is, quote, monkeying with the unemployment numbers. It just keeps going on over and over again, just enough to keep it in the atmosphere. To the point where today only 2 in 5 Republicans in the state of Ohio, only 2 in 5 agree that the president was born in this country. It does work. It bleeds into people. They hear it enough.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Now, first of all, so if someone says you're monkeying with the economy, the Republican response to that, the average Republican says, "Oh my gosh, he was born in Kenya," because someone somehow subtly put the word monkey in, which, of course, white people would somehow translate into, not that you're just fooling with it, which is what it actually means, but that it's a racist term, a racist usage of the word monkey. And then that, and therefore, makes them believe that he was not born in this country.
It's cute how you're trying to make excuses for the Republican Party, Stu. I think that's adorable.
Is it?
But where do monkeys come from? Kenya. Okay,
I don't know that. Is that true?
It's a clear tie.
I don't know that that's true at all.
Monkeys and Kenya.
I've never been to Kenya, and I've seen monkeys.
Well-known partners. Well-known.
They're in zoos.
All monkeys come from Kenya. We know that.
No, okay. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. There was the cute little.
From enough people, and they go, well, there must be something there, and they do it, and it works. This terrible stuff.
Chris, I actually think my old friend Clarence is being a little bit polite. I think this is rank racism.
It is rank racism.
Sometimes people on the right get very upset when people on the left charge racism, but shuck and jive, that's like talking about watermelon or, for Jews, talking about Jews are greedy or the Irish are drunk or whatever. These are racist tropes, and we need to call them what they are. And I actually think, at least implicitly, Trump was playing on racism today with his ridiculous. stunt demanding Obama's college transcripts. What's the subtext?
What's that about? Let's get to what is that about? It's about affirmative action. We know what it's about.
Okay.
He's basically.
It's about affirmative. Oh, Stu. You know what that's about. Don't start with me. You know that because he wants his transcripts, that's about affirmative action. He doesn't think he should have been there because he's black. Don't play this game with me. You know this is all about race.
I'm not playing a game.
Saying Barack Obama was too stupid to be at Columbia.
Stop it. You know what you would find if you look at Barack Obama's Columbia transcripts. I'm going to break some news here. You're going to find that he got like straight A's. You know why? Because does anyone doubt that Barack Obama is book smart? Does anyone doubt that Barack Obama's professors loved this guy?
No.
Do you think that they failed Barack Obama? Do you think that he got bad grades? He did not get bad grades.
He may have gotten mediocre ones because I don't know if he was focused on schoolwork or the Choom Gang or whatever version of it he had at Columbia.
First of all, would it matter? I mean, honestly, does anyone care if he got a C? I mean, who gives a crap? But beyond that, I would bet you, with almost outside of any of the candidates that we've seen recently over the past several elections, the most likely guy to have really good grades with annoyingly liberal college professors is Barack Obama. He said himself he was befriending the Marxist professors. Mm-hmm. Do you think this guy got bad grades? He didn't get bad grades.
Hung out with. That's who he hung out with. If you're hanging out with one of your professors, you're going to get a bad grade from them? Absolutely not.
No. It's to me, besides the fact that I think this is not the I mean, even if it were true that there was something in the transcripts, it's not the road to go down for the election anyway. But it would not be surprising at all if this guy got A from Columbia. This guy is well versed in the philosophies that would be taught there.
Oh yeah.
This guy is not. He's not some moron that came in. I mean, this guy is well versed in a hardcore left philosophy taught by institutions like Columbia.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Affirmative action student, and therefore, because he was affirmative action, he must not have had the good enough grades to stay in college or whatever he's talking about. It's racist.
Or whatever he's talking about, it's racist.
Yeah, that's the only true line there.
That is amazing. They don't
believe,
care what he's talking about. It's racist.
No matter what anyone says, they will turn it into racism.
Exactly right.
So that end of it is very true.
Get serious.
Anybody
about
out there, by the way, thinks we're saying things, it's over and over again. And if you say we're saying things, you're dead wrong and you're dangerous.
What was that? I'm sorry.
That's
Pat,
our favorite part.
What was that again? Because I want you to think about what the words... That is a sentence fail there. Think about the words that are said in the order that they are said by Chris Matthews here. And think about whether you would ever comprehend this sentence if it came out of anyone else's mouth.
Listen to this.
Get serious.
Anybody out there, by the way, thinks we're saying things, it's over and over again. And if you say we're saying things, you're dead wrong and you're dangerous.
Okay. Anybody out there? Let's do we have the diagram again?
Anybody out there, by the way?
Anybody out there, by the way,
thinks we're saying things, it's
who thinks we're saying things?
Over and over again.
It's over and over again.
And if you say we're saying things,
you're
dead wrong.
You're dead wrong.
You're dangerous.
You're dangerous. That's it.
So if you think we're saying things, then you are wrong.
You're dead wrong. Anybody out there, by the way, who thinks we're saying things, it's over and over
again.
And you're dead wrong.
And if you think we're saying
things,
things,
you think we're saying things,
you're dead wrong.
You're dead wrong, and you're dangerous.
Well, at least
so don't think they're saying things on MSNBC because they're not. They're not saying things.
It's like silent film. They just act out. They act out all of their points because they're not saying things.
I want these people to have incredible longevity. I want Chris Matthews to have that gig
forever
until the day he keels over. And I'm not wishing. I want that to be when he's 196.
Absolutely.
Or beyond.
There is nothing better for the conservative movement than to have Chris Matthews defining the liberal movement. It's the greatest. MSNBC is the best thing that has ever happened to conservatives.
It really is.
I mean, seriously, you could give them credit for at least 10 or 15 of the 65 seats in the last election. That's how much damage they do to the liberal movement. Continue. Stay on the air. Keep going, MSNBC, despite the fact that no one watches. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Please, Chris, say more.
Chris.
More of this.
Get serious.
Anybody out there, by the way, thinks we're saying things, it's over and over again. And if you say we're saying things, you're dead wrong and you're dangerous.
Wow, that is tough to argue with. That is tough to argue with.